It's Madden NFL 23, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
The summer humidity has given way to an absolutely gorgeous fall afternoon here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. To the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
So here's Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Ready.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave it, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Desmond King back deep. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback from the University of Houston. It's Kyle Allen. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead.
Typically, he's been a career backup, but when given an opportunity to be a starter, he's looked awfully good at times, understands how to navigate defenses, and delivers with precision.
The 2nd down run for Burkhead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now Hill to return it.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 30.
5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, you don't even worry about it. You got to just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back to get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this big play capability and full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Allen looks to throw on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They hand it off to Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And now Tua on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start breaking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And now out comes Houston. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Allen going to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a first down.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls.
Allen hit. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 20, 10, and this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the scoop the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Oh, what a move.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Houston set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And Cooks has it over the middle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On second down, here's Pierce. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun and give to Burkhead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away.
On the return, it's King. A little juke. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Allen to throw it.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down as we have to stay on the field longer to try to stop this drive.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw again on second down. Allen steps away to his left. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Moore. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And going deep for Hill.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with a...
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Pierce now up the middle. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this returnable for Hill. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 4.
Ready?
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Ready?
Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to run again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll find some room to get this out to about the 14.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
79 yards rushing down from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
14 yards.
And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
It's a run with Mostert.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. but a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And here comes Raheem Mostert in the Miami offense. And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so, because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied.
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, Cooks on the quick slant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. One final try here for Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds Howard complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen again.
Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Now Allen.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. That's caught by Howard. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second